Thank you, Dawn. Let me see if I get my video going here. Here we go. Well, good evening here, at least in sunny Florida. I have the privilege of being the vice chairwoman of a 5-member county commission board, and also the privilege of having Neo City located within the district that I preside over. As Dawn said, it's a 500-acre facility. And honestly, for a government to invest in this type of initiative is almost unheard of. And we've even been criticized by people in the community, but we are all in. We have been. This is a huge undertaking, and having a facility that will be, the first smart city of its kind, it would just will be tremendous for us. And I believe this particular rendering that you're looking at right now, if I'm not mistaken, is the conceptual drawings for the Korean Hyene Phase 1 drawing, which is a 25-acre conceptual plan, and it's a 25 test bed or living lab. One of the privileges I had as well was to be able to go to South Korea, met with LG. We signed a memorandum of understanding, also met with Samsung, and there's various other companies as well who have expressed an interest. Next slide, please. There we are signing the memorandum of understanding there. Next slide. So my other job, my other hat that I wear, besides being an elected official, is I'm a commercial real estate broker. And as they say in the real estate industry, it's all about location, location, location. And that's exactly what we have by being smack in the center of the state, close to, of course, the Space Coast. We have the ports. We have Disney at our doorstep. We have various universities. We have Orlando International Airport. I mean, you really couldn't have a better location than what we have here for Neo City. You also see on the drawing a Sunrail, which is our new commuter rail. It's only been up and running for a few years now, and we're looking at having a loop that goes through Neo City and then connects with Sunrail, so you can have commuter rail available as well. Within Neo City as well, Dawn touched a little bit, and wanted to talk a little more about it, was what exists currently. And we do have the 100,000 square foot FAB, which we call the Center for Innovation. It actually is the 3rd largest waffle slab in the world. Right now, Neo City itself is being hailed as the up-and-coming epicenter for smart sensors, photonics, and optics. And that particular facility is where a lot of the larger companies will be working to develop their sensor to the point of being proprietary, and then go outside that facility and then build their own distribution and fabrication facility for mass production. The other building that sits on the property is a 100,000 square foot Class A office building. And then we also, the county, in always looking for growing our next generation, we donated land to the school district, and we have Neo City Academy, which is a high school that is a competitive high school in order to even get into the school. And it's already won various awards, and I believe we're only in our 2nd year now. Dawn also touched on the fact that we are very fast growing. Matter of fact, we are the fastest growing county in Florida. We have, as far as when you look at Central Florida and the Orlando area, 80% of the developable land that exists right here in Osceola County. So again, that's one of the reasons why we are growing so rapidly, is because we have land, and in the wisdom of the county and led by the county manager, who is a planner is his background. I think that's great for us because he talked about, we set what's called an urban growth boundary and looked at what densities that we need to accommodate the growth that's coming, but still able through this urban growth boundary then to preserve land outside of the area. Next slide, please. So we talked about location and being close again to SpaceX, the only human space launch center in the US. Next slide. And when we talk about growth and being the fastest growing county in the state, you have to break that down and look at, who and what's coming to the area. And as you can see, with 1,500 new residents per week coming into the area, 69% are millennials and Generation X and Z. So I think that's a great opportunity for Florida and for the up and coming generations to get involved with all the technology that is out there. Next slide, please. And beyond the number of people coming in and the age group and the diversity there, 1 in every 9 residents have moved to Central Florida from outside the region since 2010, and half of them are international. As a matter of fact, we have about over 110 languages spoken in our school system here in Osceola County, which is great for our diversity. Also has its challenges, but it's just tremendous to live in a community where we have people from all walks of life and all different kinds of backgrounds and the cultures. It's just a really fun place to be. Next, please. Don also hit on the fact that we do have we rely heavily on tourism and on ag in Osceola County. In the Central Florida region, though, that's only 20% of our employment being leisure and hospitality. Next slide. The other 80% is in industries outside of tourism, and here's just a little smattering of those in the area, many of which you have heard of course, with Boeing and Harris and Lockheed Martin, great companies that are all around the area, and some of those that, many of those that we have relationships with already here at Neo City. Next slide, please. And besides being the fastest growing in population, we are also the #1 in the nation for STEM job growth for the Central Florida area. So again, great things are happening in our area. Next slide. We are also, Osceola County, part of what's called the High Tech Corridor, which is an economic development initiative. 3 of the country's largest research institutions, and you see them there on the slide: University of Florida, University of Central Florida, and University of South Florida. Next slide. And not only those 3 universities, but we have various throughout the region, as you can see there, the 9 various colleges, universities, which allows us to have top talent, over 550,000 higher ed students within 100 miles. So again, tremendous opportunity for us. So basically, in a recap, we are poised for significant high-end job growth. Osceola County is all in with this project. We see the importance for not just the residents of Osceola County, Central Florida, but really nationally. And again, I think our location is a tremendous opportunity for companies to come in, high-tech companies to come in and prosper here in Osceola County. And we look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.